Hi, I'm Kaitlin Obien, and I came to Mission Hills in 2009 with my parents, and I'm 20 years old, and I'm going to be a junior in college, and I'm majoring in sign language interpretation. Both of the sides of my family are musical. All my dad's brothers are musicians. My mom's family grew up in the church, and they always sang to me when I was a baby. And I remember at my old house on Saturday mornings, my dad would just play piano, and then on holidays, we'd always have music, always. So that fostered the musician side of me. And then sign language happened in high school. I was actually going to be an English major, but I went to a service at a different church where I saw someone doing sign and signing the music. So I thought I really wanted to be part of that, and I just fell in love with the language.
You've been involved in music and all that, and your latest venture is
Mr. Robinson's new sitcom on NBC, and I'm singing on it. I'm a recurring role, and it's really cool. That's what I'm doing right now.
you can do several accents. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Why don't you throw some at us? If you were a girl from London.
All right. Hello, I'm Kaitlin, and this is my English accent. I've always had it. I guess I just developed it from watching a lot of movies.
And then if you have a lot of Indian friends too from speech and debate, right?
A lot of my friends are Indian. I have a best friend named Rahul Lodavia, and he is very, very kind. A lot of very good Indian curry. Love it.
Of course, you always you grew up in a Filipino family. So what do they
I
sound?
did have a Filipino family, and they are great. I like the pansit, the lumpia,
Yeah. Now,
the...
hey, also, how about that surfer guy that you know?
I don't know what surfer you're talking about, man. Like, it's super crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, just want to get out in, like, my VW bus and, like, go surfing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's totally rad.
How about that? How about that your teacher? You do an imitation of your teacher at Hart High School. What's in the English teacher? Girls.
Oh, no, Dad,
Just do
no.
Just
No,
try
I don't
it.
want to do her.
You do your teacher in high school.
Do not write your thesis on this.
When did you first realize that that you wanted to follow Jesus?
In 7th grade. And I always knew Jesus, but I never really encountered him until I was at camp. And it was summer camp, and the song Hosanna by Hillsong, Hosanna, Hosanna, is when the guest speaker called us up if we wanted to dedicate our lives to Christ. And he talked about the story of Peter in the walking on water. Was it Peter? Wait, yeah, it was Peter. And he was walking on the water, and he said, he took the courage. He had the courage to step out for Christ, even though he was scared. And he asked us if we wanted to dedicate our lives to him. And I walked up, and the first time I really felt God's presence, and that's a really special song to me. So every time I hear it, I always remember the time that I gave my life to Christ.
Do you have an excitement to share the gospel or just live a good life? Tell me something about that.
Well, I went to a private Christian school, junior high, and they used the Bible to me as a textbook, and that was really difficult for me because I didn't see it as anything else except a textbook. I then transferred to a public high school, and I was really challenged in my faith because I didn't know a lot of Christian people. We didn't have chapel every day. We didn't have Bible class. So I forced myself to use the Bible not as a textbook, but as my guide, and really depend on the Lord for for that and to bring me friends and to really be a light. There were some people in high school that ended up telling me that they didn't need me to say I'm a Christian. I was just really kind and loving, and they already assumed that I was a Christian. It got harder my first year of college because my sign language major is really small. And we had a lot of classes together with the same people, maybe like 24 of us. It's a very small major. And a lot of them were pagan. A lot of them are atheists and they just hate Jesus. And so like there was a time where they bullied me a lot. They would make fun of me because I wanted to stay a virgin and till marriage, and they weren't comprehending that. And they would say that Christians ruined all the holidays for them. And this was like in one night, and I remember just like sitting in my room just so spiritually beaten. But then the next day, I asked for strength, and the Lord gave it to me to talk to them about Him, and it was a great ministry for that. And it just made me stronger in my faith to be surrounded by non-Christians, and also, but coming home to a Christian home and being very involved in the church strengthened and encouraged my faith as well.
A little bit about that.
I've been here since I was 14, and I know that like all the friends that I bring to visit or just to come be involved when I was in the youth ministry and for high school and junior high, they love it just because everyone is so kind and it's small. And that's the thing that I really appreciate about Mission Hills is that like coming here, you feel like everyone cares. You're not just a member that is a number. You're someone that they hope you come back. And it's really cool to be part of that. That's what's different about going to a big service and a big church is that you don't feel like people care. You don't feel like people are going to reach out and come greet you. But I know that during greeting, you make your way around the whole sanctuary and say hi to everyone within those 2 minutes. And people are actually invested in your life, and which is really cool. And you feel like a family. Thank you for making me feel at home here every year. Thank you for allowing me to sing and do music and share with you my love for Christ every Sunday. And thank you for your support and for being a family who loves Jesus and for being an example to me. So thank you.
So the last thing as we go, and I want to fade out on a little of you singing just a part of a song that you like a lot.
Okay. I sing because I'm happy, and I sing because I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me.